What's up, America? It's Rich again. I haven't done a video in a while. Been busy. Got a new puppy, which he's biting my finger. Um, this is a video I'm doing because of a conversation I had with a coworker, and a younger man, and I was asking him why he thought that we were paying so much on gas. And it got me to thinking I mean, I have a fairly good understanding why we're paying so much in gas, but it got me thinking of what we could do in the short term, right off the bat, this year to 5 years, what we could do right off the bat to lower gas prices, spur the economy, create more jobs. The first thing, and I could come up with three off the top of my head right off the bat. The first thing is most people don't realize that we are paying, it matters which state you live in, we are paying 40 to 50 cents per gallon on taxes, the federal government. Uh, so, I mean, most people don't realize that the the oil refineries, the people that actually make the gas don't make that much money per gallon. So the federal government's making out like a bandit on per gallon of gas that we buy. And just think of how much money they're making off of us. So right off the bat, if our federal government wanted to lower gas prices, they could right off the bat by lowering how much we pay on taxes per gallon, or make it instead of per gallon per purchase. That would lower it. Okay, that's number one. Right off the bat, bam. Let's say we just saved 50 cents per gallon. So if gas is let's go a low number. If gas is $3 a gallon, we just brought gas down to $2.50 per gallon. Amazing. All right, number two, what we could do. Drill, baby, drill. We have enough resources. We have enough oil. I mean, I'm not even going to talk about natural gas and coal, but we have enough oil in America underground to last us. Estimations are going from 450 years to 500 years, and that's just us using it. So we have enough oil. We have more oil in America than OPEC does. Let that sink in for a second. So if we actually just, if the federal government would allow us just opened up federal lands, because the federal government, I don't know, most people know it, but the federal government owns a huge chunk of America. And if they would just open up 50%, I'm not even going to say 100%, 50% of their land to oil, and instead of us and not just the land, if we actually start drilling offshore, and I'm not talking deep sea drilling like we've been doing for the last 20 years, which been causing us all kinds of grief. Um, um, Closer inshore drilling, which we were doing for 50 years until they started this deep sea drilling crap. That would lower the gas prices. So and side benefit, jobs, which we desperately need in America. So right there, open up lands, let EPA let these companies actually start making drilling and harvesting our resources. Bam, gas is now down to $2 a gallon. Bam. That's just two things right off the bat. Two. And number three, I'm not sure when we started doing this, and maybe I need to look this up, but our federal government and their ultimate wisdom, oh, thank God we have a federal government, huh? Decided that our gas should be 10% ethanol. So every gallon you gas you put in there, 10% of it is corn. We're putting food in our gas tank. That makes all kinds of sense. So instead of eating the corn we raise and what we have been doing for generations, feeding it to our livestock, make them grow faster and that kind of thing, we're putting it in our gas tank, which costs more money. So, bam. That's three things. Three things right now we could do this year. Two of them we could do now if they would just allow us to do it. The taxes and the corn. Two things that would lower our gas prices right off the bat. And number three, start drilling. If we start doing those three things, there's no reason our gas could not be down to $1.50 a gallon. Now, what would that do to our economy? $1.50 a gallon of gas. Well, let's see. What would it do? More jobs, cheaper transportation, so it doesn't cost so much for companies to ship products from point A to point B. So your gas prices will go down, your food will go down, everything will basically go down in price because it doesn't cost so much to ship, which would spur our economy, which we desperately need. So with those three things, we've lowered our gas prices, we've created jobs, and we lower prices for everything else. Just those three things. Now, how hard is that? I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, but those three things right there would lower. I mean, and I'm coming up with $1.50. I just come out from the top of my head. Even if it went down to $2 a gallon, it would help our economy. They're talking about gas going up to $4 a gallon this summer. There's no reason for it other than they want us to spend more on gas because they don't want us to drive so much because of the environment or whatever. Well, I'm all for the environment just like everybody else, but I'm also for America, and we need the jobs desperately. People are hurting all over America, and I'm not going to go into the unemployment rate which they're saying is 7.5% or 7.2%, sorry, which is totally bogus. I'm not going to go into that. That's probably, I think I've already did a video on that. But with those three things, we've just solved the energy crisis. Man, we're good. So that's what I would do if I was the ultimate leader. And a lot of people don't like that, won't like this idea because the one-legged ground squirrel down in South Dakota might die. I just made that up. I don't know if there's a one-legged ground squirrel. But if it comes down to the one-legged ground squirrel or hundreds of people actually not being in, let me phrase that, thousands of people not being in poverty, I'm sorry, the one-legged ground squirrel has to die. Alright guys, that's my video on that. If you like it, let me know. If you don't, still do some more. Later. Bye.